on the way to pull up to the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which in my opinion is one of the top 3 art museums in the world. Right up there with the Louvre in Paris and the Uffizi and the National Gallery. One of the best museums. So I gotta pull up there and show you guys some of my favorite pieces, because I've been there many times. Even when I was a kid, I got like this picture of me that I dropped for my birthday on Instagram for my 30th, standing in front of like the armor room with all the weapons and shit. We were walking across 86th onto 5th Ave, which is known as the Museum Mile. We got a bunch of museums down here, but honestly, my favorite is the Met. I'm a big fan of like classical and modern art. We got Impressionism. We got all kind of crazy stuff. So y'all about to see some of my favorite pieces, exclusive. Nah, I mean, you can see it all online. But yeah, I'll go and show you guys some really cool stuff. Doing a little gardening. We go hit a garden after and walk through Central Park. But because they close at 5 and it's 2:45 and it's a big museum, you need a couple hours to see everything. We gonna skip the elongated session Central Park and just rip the museum off the rip. Grooving out, it's super fucking packed, bro. Real talk. Shit is fucking OD packed right now. Hella people at the Met, but it is a summer day and this haze is looking crazy in the city, for real. So we got this whole city hazed out. But yeah, dude is crushed. You see skies hazed out, it's crazy. Stairs. See tons of people taking pictures on these stairs. When motherfuckers go right, we go left. So look, just hit the first left. Usually you hit that first staircase and you just go straight up. And it's cool and all, but I'm kind of doing a pick my own adventure. No map, just my ticket, my sticker. We're going to check out the Gothic exhibit. We're going to check out some of my favorite works. Really excited, but yeah, it's a lot quieter here. And nobody even pull up. And it's a ton of people here right now. Like, look, if I look over the ledge, you can already hear it. Man, people here, gotta be super respectful. It's a museum, but look, tons of people. I try and go around and find these little small, tiny little pockets. Cause yeah, it's really nice to enjoy like a nice museum like this by yourself. It closes at 5. It's 2:57, so we got a good 2 hours. Hello. Man, so I looked to Roy Lichtenstein, 1969 piece. Crazy. Really dope.
Ancestors. Yeah. But no, I can see how you wouldn't be able to.
Crazy. This is why you don't go on the same route everybody takes in the museum. We got Rodin, one of his best works. Literally, like, because it's at the end, nobody wants to go see because it's at the end and near the construction, but we got the Rodin. Crazy Rodin. Look at this composition he's holding. Face so hot. And look how he's sitting. Rodin. Rodin frequently cast a lot of his works. That's why The Thinker, his most famous piece, has some additions. So this is number 3. This is made cast in bronze. Made in marble. Crazy Cupid bobs. Really cool composition. This is a gift from Rodin to the Met in 1912. New installation going in there. Just met the homies that do the lights. Shout out to them. Right now we got the Monet. Pond of water lilies. As you can see, water lilies a lot in the art. Busting more into the mainstream of the art, but still risque. This is Gauguin. These are some of his other paintings right here. We go. Here we got some Gauguin inspired from his time in the islands in Tahiti. As you can see, this is a spectacle here at the Met. Tons of people want to see that one. We got plenty of Van Gogh, including the sunflowers right here, which he's known for. None of these other paintings have sunflowers except this one. Highly recommend the Vincent van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam, where you see a lot more of his paintings, including some of my favorites. But this is a nice collection right here. Signature Van Gogh brushwork. It's Picasso. Here you have Monet's water lilies, and in this room back here, under construction, you have Lautrec. These are signature Monet water lilies. Sculptures. They even got that Americana in here. Look, we got George in here. One of my favorite works in the collection. This is Jacques-Louis David. And then we have Jacques-Louis David, Death of Socrates. Got some really nice Italian art here too. Some Italian labs. Really sick stuff. Honestly, this is one of the best collections in the world. It's been around for forever. This is an interesting little tidbit. The Grand Tour. So people would go on this journey, like as a part of their schooling, and like they would collect souvenirs. So look, it's like they would be getting paintings and stuff commissioned. Crazy. This is so cool. Bro's like painting postcards, like to put at your crib, just paintings of like beautiful monuments and shit. This is so cool. This is from 1757. Look at this frame. We're ripping an $8 fruit bowl here at the like Met Cafe, the American Wing. Just cool and having a little snack. And look, it's beautiful. You literally see the park right behind. So we've got, it's about to be 4. We got an hour left until it closes. So we've seen a bunch so far. Want to see a bit more. And then gotta head out, get ready for work. This is the Frank Lloyd Wright room, which overlooked Lake Minnetonka, so I was totally off about that. Look at this Frank Lloyd Wright, insane. These people were collectors out of Minnesota. Look at this frame. Peel, look at that. Crazy. And then right there. Crazy. So fun fact, I got the picture right here. Literally. Right in front of this armor. Got a sweet picture when I was a little kid and I came with my parents. And yeah, I'll be back in this room. This is one of my favorite rooms in the museum. And then right here, so right here we got the armor. And then boom, walk through right here. And we are with the samurais, which is super, super cool. So here we got some swords, and what's cool about these is this is the first generation master, second and third generation master, sixth generation master, seventh generation master. And here, look at the detail on that sword, insane. We got like a kind of mounted armor. Unlikely that any of this stuff that's displayed here, including the old samurai costumes, saw any battle, even though it probably would be restored by a museum. It would still, they like to show wear and stuff like that, but not like complete destruction. So it would have been restored, but unlikely that any of these, and like look, they even put the fur in, like they're really putting in the work on these exhibits. So here we have famous Colts. These were gifts from the Robert M. Lee Foundation in celebration of the 150th anniversary of the Met. We got 3 Colts. And then this is in the, you can't really see it, but it's in the J.P. Morgan wing, which is right by the armor room. J.P. Morgan wing. Samuel Colt and his guns. And the armor right behind us. So here too we've got, besides swords, tons of swords, there's some guns. Look at the detail on this sword, and then look at the detail on this pistol. It's crazy. This is really cool too. American swords. You can see the eagle ornament on the end of a lot of them. Possibly the last royal armor made in Europe. So legit. Details of it. And then here, tucked in the back, guns. And here we got the shields. It's called the defensive display. So it's just boom. Quick arrangement of shields, and you know, because it's during the World Cup, you're gonna need defense, so you know how they do right here at the Met, the defensive display. That's how you do the vlog within the vlog thing, you know. I'm just cutting into the other video, and you know, it's the vlog, but it's the other vlog. We're at the museum going in a lot more detail. Man, this is still the sickest thing ever, and it's like really, it's like when you're a kid, you're going to an art museum with your parents, like coolest thing ever is just to be able to look at like armor and weapons and stuff like that. Just ran into some jits and they said go Messi because they seen this jersey, but you know, Batistuta jersey, they're like, oh, it's not Messi, it's number 9, Batistuta. This is honestly one of my favorite parts of the museum. I try and come here every time, and it's just like, dude, just the sickest shit ever. Like, I want one of these at the crib. It would be so cool. Like, just to have some armor at the crib or a sword or some shit. Really gotta get some really cool shit. I really want to. But yeah, I don't even know where you would get some shit like that, but maybe we gotta find out. If you know, drop it in the comments. Let me know where we get some shit like that, and let's make it happen. Maybe you got some shit like that. Let's see what's up with this. Crazy. Look how big these are. Dutch Renaissance tapestries. But we out of there. Gonna go find some like Italian Renaissance vibes, and then we gonna have to get out of here quick. Story of my life. Phone running low on battery. Gotta lock in and get back to work, but the museum, more importantly, is closing in 20 minutes. So, gotta make the most of my time here and knock out a couple of more of my favorite pieces before we hit the road. Here's another one of like the old school room decor vibes. Look at this bed. Sick. Imagine having that at the crib. So dope. And this fireplace. Bases on top. You can see how the Oriental tradition is like mixing into European luxury living. And they're like these really elaborate vibes. It's honestly so cool. And then even you have like these Europeanized porcelain vibes. So cool. Look at the tapestries too. We just walk around the corner, and we were just in European sculpture, and now we are in the middle of Africa, Oceania, and the Americas. Right here, like these cool, typical, like oceanic, I don't know how to describe them, like wood carved dudes. And then we also have these like ships carved in. This is cool. Rockefeller collection. You see all the animals carved into it. People. Super intricate. And then these like totems. Literally next door to the European sculpture. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then we got these like traditional dress. So much in this museum. Literally got 15 minutes left. Let's see what else we can find. I think this is Spanish. Beautiful. What year? 1600s. So there's like a sign exhibition going on at the Met Cloisters. So maybe next time we'll check it out. But this is Empires of the Ancient Americans. So it's the Incas and the Aztecs. Here are the Triple Alliance. Tenochtitlan is the capital. And here you have the Inca Empire with Cusco as the capital. And that's where you are on the map. It's also one of my favorite pieces in the whole museum. It's all up on the ceiling. It's hard to get a sense of scale of how big this is. It's massive, all up on the ceiling. Absolutely massive, and it looks super crazy. So yeah, I love this part. Honestly, last time I was here last year, I got lost in this room for a while, and I loved it. So, we're gonna see, oh, here we got some Greek and Roman art, literally, leaving the Americas, and we're going into some classical Greek, and we got sculptures, we got all your typical Greek vibes. Like you'll see a bust right here, typical Greek, missing a nose. Okay, I can honestly stay here all day, but there, with this column, kind of ends this abbreviated speed run of the Met. We had 2 hours, knocked out as much as we could, hit a little vlog within the vlog, don't know how that's going to work, but we got less than 10 minutes left, and it's probably going to take us that to get back to the exit. But yeah, it always happens when I gotta work or it's gonna close and I just gotta go through it way too fast, and I feel like I'm missing so much. But we just chilling, got some Greek pottery and stuff that we're gonna see on the way out. And honestly, it's sick because the Met, you have these great city views, literally right in the middle of the city, which is sick. And then you have all the sick art. Literally, they got everything. Even these super classic Greek, they have everything, which is so sick. Honestly, shout out to the Met. I've literally been coming here since I was a child, and I feel like I haven't been to every single gallery, which is crazy. There's like 700 galleries in here. I don't know the number system they use, but there's a lot, and it's definitely worth spending a day or a couple of days or at least a couple of hours, because there's so much to explore, and even works that you've seen hundreds of times, you'll find new details and new things that you like about them, or new pieces that you've seen a million times that you suddenly grow fond of, which is beautiful, and that's what I love about art. We made it out, and that is the end of our beautiful adventure, our beautiful side quest for the day. We are going to walk through Central Park and then head back to the hotel and then get ready for work. We out of here. Beautiful day, still super hazy outside. But we made it. 5 minutes left till they close, but just gonna head out, head back, head through Central Park. Honestly, there's a bunch of cabs lined up, and I feel like I'm just gonna rip a cab back to the hotel, but honestly, we should do some gardening through Central Park, and yeah, that's how we're gonna wrap up the vlog within the vlog, because it is a beautiful day, and even though it's hazy, I should just fucking rip this cab and go. We got the other due. We gotta rip it. Gonna wrap up this vlog within the vlog with some gratitude. It's been a great day. Super blessed to once again be able to enjoy one of my favorite museums in the world, and happy to share some of my insights that I've gained over the years. I'm really passionate about art, and it really makes me happy to share some things that I've learned and have made me happy over the years with other people. So I hope that made you happy. I hope you learned something, and hope that you keep spreading the good vibes, because we're really blessed, and I'm so grateful. And I'll see you guys back in the main vlog, but that concludes this mini vlog within the other vlog. So it's going to be a separate video that's going to link back to the other video, I believe, but we'll figure out how that looks and how it's all going to link out. But yeah, attitude is always gratitude, and the final is still on Sunday in New York, even though we have to go back on Friday, which sucks. But let's go Argentina. One more game to win.